does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. changes around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. I'm sorry about me. I can be a bit complicated. So don't worry about me. I'm a little intoxicated.
Alrighty, what is up, everybody? How we all doing, everyone? It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. Try to turn down the music just a little bit more. Okay. Still playing, but it's going to be faintly in the background. So I was just getting done reviewing some of this in my my notebook here. Oh, why is this not showing up? There we go. Okay, so I was just reviewing some of that in my notebook. We've already actually got a couple pages already filled out, which I actually love. That we've already got quite a few pages done of reviews, front and back, by the way. So this is the only page that has just this side. This one doesn't have one on it, but so we got front and back on this one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and about to be 10 reviews into this notebook that we'll be able to be using for our actual content as well too, chat. Because I'll be using these for my notes as well too, for the actual descriptions and everything like that that we're gonna be giving everything to. So right now I'm about to actually review the Sanctuary by my boy Cody at the Refuge. So this big old jar of tobacco that I have. So I'm doing a review on this guy to kind of actually give it a little bit more of a well-rounded thoughts on what I thought of this so far. Now I will say I've only had one tobacco in this whole thing, chat, that I've not been the biggest fan of, right? It is, and so far maybe it's just out of the pipe I was using, right? I used it out of my my Battersini. I was using some of the cow, as you can see, the cow Bella Vanilla, and this tin right here. So I was using some of that, and I liked the smell a lot. The first couple of hits were actually really pleasant, and I really enjoyed it. As I continued smoking it, however, it just did not continue that actual like quality. It actually lost a lot of that punch, and it just kind of felt like I was just smoking tobacco. Which, I mean, again, I don't mind doing that, but it's like I wanted an aromatic. Why is my aromatic gone? That's kind of like how I felt. I was like, what happened here? Like, what happened to the aromatic that was just smoking? And it looks like there was actually a pocket of it that actually had some juice left in it that wasn't burning up, and it's honestly like one of those bits of it that I'm like, yeah, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get all the flavor out of that without it just tasting burnt almost right off the rip. So, unfortunately, it just happens sometimes. You know, you get some tobacco that's like that, but it could also just been out of the bowl, in style. And maybe it'd be better out of the corn cob. Corn cobs are better for aromatics usually, so we'll see how it tends to be. Oh, what does that have? Oh, my nose is draining. Damn it. Okay. That one did actually a little bit more of a scrub out there, chat. So I actually had to use the bristly one there. Okay. Okay. Alright, chat. So, better scene is all nice and cleaned out. Now, I'm actually going to be using, though, the Church Warden. I want to try on the Delicious Sanctuary here. Alright. Cut this demo just makes this easier to hold. Now, last time I smoked this chat out of my Peterson, or even out of the German Briar, I never once got any tongue bite or anything like that. So I'm really, really excited to see how this non-aromatic is going to do out of this Church Warden here. Every last little nougat of this goodness. Add to my bowl here. Now, this isn't a traditional English blend, so he does call this kind of a non-aromatic, but I call it an English blend because technically Englishes do not consist of using Latakia. However, though, because he does use a black Cavendish, it is a non-flavored black Cavendish, however, so it isn't like a black Cavendish that would be your traditional style black Cavendish that is used in a aromatic. So I always tell him that it's not an aromatic, but he's like, no, it's a non-aromatic. He's like, yeah, I'm like, but it could be in English. He's like, yeah, it's hybrid. I'm like, it's in English. Oh, that's some smoky shit right there. I love that. Cheers, everybody. Oh wow, that is fantastic out of the Church Warden here. That was a good tobacco right there, chat. I do love this one so much. Again, this is the Sanctuary. mainly red and bright Virginias with just a dash of black Cavendish added to this to make a very well-rounded tobacco, in my opinion. It smokes very well, very clean. Love the white ash on it, so it's got a very, very clean disposition about the tobacco. Again, no flavor added to it, no nothing. Hey, how's it going, Dark? Good to see you, brother. It's just such a fantastic tobacco. You just got back from work, went to cover for your coworker. Oh, nice, dude, nice. Good on you, man. Oh, more hours too, more money. It honestly does get enhanced more by the church warden. I love this long stem. It's just, I literally feel like I'm sitting over here like Gandalf, just puffing on my pipe. Hey, what's up, Mini Fox? Good to have you and your brother. All the legends we got popping in here. And again, this church warden here is a very cheap one here. It's only about $52, right? And I don't mean cheap in a bad way. I mean, like, this is the best bang for your buck. Like, instead of dropping like $200-$300, $100 something on a fucking church warden, get something like this. This has been amazing, dude. I love the way the tobacco tastes off this bad boy. It's nice and cool. I love that it's got a smaller bowl, so I don't have to worry about it being a massive bowl and it taking too long to smoke, especially when we're doing a stream. So working on an emote drawing video tutorial for your with your voice. Oh, nice, good. I've been working on filling out my pipe journal here, so that way I can actually have plenty of notes for all my stuff that we're going to do for the reviews. I got 10 pages already on here. So, well, about to have 10 when I get finished reviewing this guy here. The Virginias come through so nicely. You don't really taste the black Cavendish that much because it's not added there as so much as for flavor. It's more as a condimental kind of vibe to bring out more of the red and bright Virginias that's in there. Just get some kind of like a fruity, zesty, kind of vibe there that's rounded out by the actual natural flavor of the tobacco. I fucking love that. Glad to hear that. And the taste is just so robust. So smooth, honestly. No tongue bite, no nothing. It fills the mouth up nice. It's got a great mouthfeel. Good nicotine hit, too, as well. Not too strong, so it doesn't make you go, ooh. You're just kind of like, pleasant. So, and the aroma. It smells good. It's almost like an incense in the house, is what it reminds me of. Also, by the way, Dark, it's funny too, actually, I meant to say this. What's also funny is that you are getting your new PC. Our boy CyberFox here is also in the works of upgrading his PC. So I got lots of people doing upgrades right now. I feel like it's like the time of the year to finally be doing upgrades for everybody's PC, so it's a good time to see it. The other nice thing about this tobacco too is it doesn't have just that, like, even though it's just a plain tobacco, it doesn't have that smell like some people might say, like, oh, it smells like a cigarette then, right? It reminds me, like I said, of an incense. You know, something very pleasant, smooth smelling. Getting separate parts separately with new capture card for iPad. Ooh, okay, okay. I need to invest in a new capture card at some point. It'll definitely be after I get the house, everything taken care of with that. So that'll be the big one right there, the big Kahuda, if you know consider that. I also really love this vulcanite stem. I gotta say, very first time ever owning a vulcanite stem, and it does cool off the smoke quite a bit. I mean, hey, you know, I'm glad to hear that they were released. I'm glad to hear they were smart enough to order 2 extras just in case too. You never know, right? So I'm glad to hear that. That's actually a good company to do that. So I'm glad to hear that, bro. I mean, it sucks. It should have been ready today, like you said, but at least they're actually gonna have that part and everything like that doing well for you. See, the thing is, I just don't know if I want to go with Elgato. I really like AverMedia. I really want to stick with AverMedia, but I don't know, man. It's just I've had issues with their software over years. It just sometimes it's compatible, sometimes it's not compatible. It's just it can be a headache, you know. And I just feel like with Elgato, they own too much of a monopoly on everything. You know what I mean? And AverMedia is usually, I do believe, made in Taiwan, so it's a way for me to support my homeboy over here, Dark, too. You know, like support his country and stuff. Instead of it just being bought in, you know, from something that's made in China. But I love that my AverMedia is made in Taiwan. It literally says made in Taiwan on it instead of made in China. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'd rather have that versus, you know, a fucking made in China one. And I love how hefty the rips are on this bad boy. This is so good. My AverMedia GC 553 still works fine even now. So the problem is, sometimes that mine doesn't work so much is that it only has the in and out output, and then it's using a micro USB. I want to say, I want one that's using USB-C just so that way the compatibility for stability on that wise will be better, and for data transference, so a higher quality can be put through it. And then I want one that has the ability to actually monitor the audio on it. My old AverMedia one allowed me to do that. The one I have now, they took the fucking mic port out, or the headphone jack. They were like, oh yeah, well, you guys don't need that anymore. It's like, I want that back, please. Yeah, I got this model. The GC311, that's what mine is. I can never remember it. Once I see the name of it, it's always easy for me to remember. I got this one, though, chat. Let me scroll down a little bit more, so you guys can kind of see a little bit better. But that little guy. GC553. I used to have one that was kind of like this one here. This is what I used to have, all right? But it was the more rounded one. There was only the 1080p one, so it had though the ability to have the jacks and everything like that. That's the one I loved about these ones the most, the portable ones. But mine was the first one, not the second one. So this one's a new one. And yeah, okay, so it's USB-C, but they still don't have the fucking jack on it, dude. It kills me. Like, why take off the jack on it? Yo, what's up, Voodoo? I don't. Yeah, I love them too, but man, I just want them to bring me back my jack. I just want my fucking. I just want the stupid jack on it, dude. That's all I want. Okay, oh, yo, I see where yours is at. Okay, so yours is this, but it's the basic one. Still doesn't have a USB, a fucking microphone jack on it, but I would take this, though. I would take this. This looks nice. I also liked how the plugins on this side and then this one's on this side. I'd rather have it do different sides for the HDMIs versus the USB ports. Ooh, okay, I like hearing that. Yeah, the wiring, I guess they have to do better than what I have is the 2 Plus. So I like the 2 Plus as well. I had the original one, like I was saying earlier, there, Voodoo. But the problem is that they remove, like the 2 Plus, like that one still has the jack center, right? I do like that one. But I do believe that one's more expensive than this one. Because they add the fucking 2 jack and that little toggle switch they have on it. Which is like, come on, guys. Really? Are we going to add that much more money to something like that? I mean, it looks like a lot of people are liking this one, so I think I'll probably go with it. But let me check out the other one there, too. If you're talking about the whatchamacallit, the GC or whatever it is, this one here, the GC 311, I have that one already, bud. I don't need another version of it. Please don't. No, I don't need another version of it, dog. Trust me. All right. I wish they had the old one on here. I mean, you should throw it up on Facebook Marketplace. You might get some things like that too. And yeah, also, Dark, I'm going to say too, when you were talking about the delay thing, that's the other reason why I like Avermedia, is I've constantly heard people tell me, like, issues with Elgato lets you do this, and this tweak out with it. And I'm like, bro, why? Why would that be the thing I want to do with it? I'm like, no, just give me the device, let me just plug the damn thing in, and it just work. Oh yeah, dude, no, for real. Do Facebook Marketplace. It's a great way to do, not only get rid of older things, but make a little extra cash on the side too, So the headset commentary, that's the big reason right there, right? So you can actually listen to the game or the actual headset, doing all that. And then it's got the toggle switches here, and then you got the, plus and minus into it, stuff like that. Exactly. Well, and also, by the way, Dark, I don't know if you checked it out or not, but the software Meld, I've actually been digging the way Meld has been working. Mainly just because I constantly have issues with OBS lately, especially when I'm multi-streaming and stuff like that. But Meld has been really great, and it's got a lot of stuff built in too. So if you ever try to do any other multi-streaming or try to do other things like that, it's got a lot of that stuff built into it for free. I love that. It's just MELD, meld. I'll put the name of it in the chats for everybody. Mini Fox told me about it. And honestly, guys, I gotta say, this has been the biggest game changer when it comes to using. I keep using the wrong mouse when trying to do like content creation, because it actually works really well with all the stuff I have set up too. See, that's my other reason why I love AverMedia too. That's the big issue with Elgato. I've heard that there is an actual delay with it too, when it comes to doing multiple outputs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I like about the Portable Plus, by the way, chat. And I will say, so the original one didn't have this, but I have a few buddies of mine that have used this when they're doing actual like content creation on the go. These PC-free modes right here, where it allows for you to actually plug in an SD card slot into, or SD card into the slot that's in it. Oh, dude, so fucking handy. Yeah, see, you do live commentary and the party chat. That's the big one for this one here. See, back in on the old one, you could just do the live commentary. You could not be, monitoring the party chat. You could only be doing the live commentary, which, I mean, still, it's nice to have that. You know what I mean? It allowed for me to actually know what my audio sounded like before I gave it to you guys. That was how I could figure things out. I don't have that means. And I'm lucky with the MacBook and with Meld. The second I have it click on a live mini gamer, it literally, boom, takes the capture card's audio and feeds it through with a monitor effect so I can actually listen to it instantly. And it does support all of them too. It even supports iPhones too, with the HDMI ports, things like that. It obviously supports PCs. You can do the mic splitter thing like that. You can do it like this. You can also do multi-setup too, multi-PC setup too. Yeah, you don't even need to take it out. It can read the files directly from the thing in it in storage mode. I love that. Oh, yeah, and if you have this like this, you can use it on a portable power bank. You can literally do this on the go, which is crazy, chat. I'd help to set up both party and commentary. I have the chat link cable, and I tried using the game chat, but a strange sound pops up on the team's mates end, so I had to mute. Yeah, no, we'd have to take a little bit, but we can sit down and do all that. It'll definitely be something I'll have to like sit down and like walk you through step by step. And I'll just need you to send me your instruction manual and everything like that for it, so I can actually look at everything. So, which I can probably, as long as you let me know where it's at on here, I can download it too as well, because they actually have stuff like that in the downloads, like the firmware, quick guide, user manual, so like all that kind of stuff like that. So just let me know what I need, and I can help you out with using that too, brother. So, not a problem there. And like I said, it's a big, easy thing to do with that. So towards the end here, I kind of clogged up my bowl finally, which I'm very well done with that. Ooh, look at all that beautiful white ash though. That's not that, like, I don't know, when I see the black and gray ash, it always makes me go like, what the fuck is in my fucking tobacco that's making it do that? Because it should just be white ash. We're gonna stir up the bowl. I didn't let it dry out apparently enough, because there was still some moisture. That's why I was having a hard time staying lit. So, boom. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just let me know what you need help in, where the settings might be at, and I'll download whatever manual you need, bro, and I can walk you step by step through it. Not right now, but you know what I mean, at a later date. And I do agree with Fox there, Dark, on that, though. Like, Meld has been way better than OBS. I've had no issues, knock on wood, with Meld whatsoever. Going live to 3 different sites. Soon we will be going live to Flashy as well, and I cannot wait for that too, chat. I'm gonna let that dry out just a little bit longer before I try to relight it up. We do got quite a few cigars I wanted to go over and talk about them too as well, too, chat. So yeah, I was definitely just recommending it for something just as an extra thing, but also for the new PC as well. Mainly, okay, so one of the biggest things I'll have to show you guys on another stream, maybe tomorrow or so, is I'll bring all of the stuff that I'm using on Meld over, so you guys can see what it looks like with the audio mixer, the output stuff, the layers, the scenes, all that stuff like that. It shows you your disk space at all times, your FPS, how long you've been live, all that stuff like that, right off the rip. It gives you little error notifications a lot easier and a lot better, in my opinion, than OBS does when anything goes wrong. And it allows for you to also transform even like the slightest video, right? So like if I click on my webcam right here, right, I could do this 3D effect with it too. I could do like this 90s effect. I could do dew tone. Like look at that, dude. The hologram. It's durable than threshold. TV screen. The scan lines. Pixel cam. Red moon. So yeah, all kinds of cool little effects you can just do right to your camera like that. And the whole like circle thing I got going on, that's literally from its own little like transform thing it does too. So my big thing too is that it's going to be a lot bigger than that too, with the fact that there's going to be even more added to it, right? Whereas the one downside of the other one was that they only really pushed the whole artist thing, which is like, oh, music and content creation. These guys are like, no. If you want to be an author, we got you covered. You want to just make content, we got you covered. You want to do crypto, we got you covered. You know, you want to be a person that does, finance, stuff like that, we got you covered. Like, there's all kinds of shit that this is going to be going over, dude. It's going to be crazy to see the community that's going to come together for it. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited. Real quick about the cigars, though. So, these are live. I found out on the market. It's just that you have to find them. They are under, I can't remember what name. It's another, like, Freestyle Live is the name of the cigar. But they are, like, a rusticated, I can't remember the name of the 2 different blends that's Cody showed me. But they're basically 2 different ones built together in combination, and that's how they made these guys. These guys have smoked so fucking good, though. I absolutely love them. I also wanted to make a really good recommendation. If you're a person who likes to smoke with your cup of coffee, may I make a recommendation? The Porcelain. You have not tried this by Black Label Company. This is a Robusto 5x50. It is the Deliverance Porcelain, and legitimately, this has like a cinnamon, buttery, creamy note that when you're smoking it, it is one of the best cigars to have with a cup of coffee, right? One of the other ones I'm really excited to check out is this, oh no! Look one of my cigars. Is this box press, one that we have here. And this box press I have is the Zarahemla from the Apostate Cigars. So, it literally, when I say box press, look at that. Let me also switch camera screen over here. So that is the cigar here, chat. Absolutely love it. And I went and grabbed one just for $5. Super cheap. I got me a V cutter, chat. So this way, we can finally check this bad boy out. I have not been able to use it yet because I was like, oh shit, I don't have a V cutter. All I had, I mean, even if I did a punch out, honestly, the punch out would be just kind of messing up the paper. I have this cutout that I just got today. Because again, the moderator gave me a couple bucks to grab some stuff there, so I was like, okay, cool, you know, I'll do that. But I didn't have any other means of using anything other than, like, I had this punch out here, and then the one that's on the bottom of my my AJ torch from Jetline. So that's the one I have from Jetline there. But I tend to use the Refuge branded one more because it's the quad one, so it tends to roast and toast the tips of the cigars a lot better. So, but now with the V cut, I can put a V cut right down the middle of this bad boy and give it a nice try and see how it tastes too. So I'm excited for that as well. Now, another one I really, really love, and I definitely want to try to get more of these, is this Deseret. It's a 5.25 by 54 Robusto. And the Deseret, again, by State, these are like former LDS members. I do believe they might even be regular LDS members. Maybe they still are, you know, or maybe they are just former ones. But either way, they have this little pigtail at the end that makes it look like a stinger because it's supposed to translate to honeybee. So that's why they got those little lines on it to make it look like an actual honeybee on it. I fucking love the design and details on this cigar too. So, absolutely love that one. Excited to smoke that when I get a chance. And then I ended up getting a couple Charter Oaks today. I got the Grande Maduro Charter Oak because I fucking love this cigar. Love the taste of this one. And then because I got that one along with it, this is why I got the Wise Man cutter as well. So, oops, there we go. The Wise Man Foundation cigars, which Foundation is a boutique kind of blend or a brand. They only make about or sell about 4 to 5 million cigars a year. Whereas and a lot of people are like, well, that's still a lot. It is, but in comparison to some of these other ones that sell 500 million cigars, a little bit different. Boutique brands only sell like a couple million. So this is another one of theirs. The Foundation's called the Wise Man Coho, and this is a Toro, and it looks absolutely fan-fucking-tastic of a cigar. These were left by our boy Mike that was at the store when he did the whole like little sit down and talk to everybody about the industry and stuff like that as a whole, because he's actually a cigar broker, so he works in the industry to help get cigars at other stores and stuff like that. I'm gonna put this guy over here. So all my extras that I have left, chat, are all over here. So all the ones I have doubles of are all over here. The Deseret I put over here. Same with my Decino, because I did smoke my other Decino earlier, but I do have another Decino because I fucking love this cigar. This is a fantastic one. And I was actually talking it up too. I was at the shop too today because absolutely don't know why people aren't smoking it more. It's a fantastic cigar. But we literally have the FSLs. I have 1, 2, 3 of those left. Should have. Oh no, I have more than that. I have 3, 4, and then I have another one because there's actually more cigars. They're in my. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? My telescopic slider here. We got a Charter Oak Lonsdale with a Connecticut leaf wrapper on that one, so it's a little bit lighter. I have the My Father Flor de las Antonellas Maduro, the Toro 6x52 box press. So love this one. This is absolutely fire cigar. One of my favorites, honestly. So absolutely love that one. And then in the middle here, we got another FSL. So we have 5 FSLs left. I had a total of 6 of those bad boys because I bought a tumbler for my mom and I got a tumbler for myself. I think my tumbler's out there actually still. But it is the Drew Estate one I showed you guys the other day that I had on my desk. Great tumbler, by the way. It kept my drink cold the entire fucking time. I love that. So, and then I also got a couple other cigars sitting right here in these glass tubes, which we got a Monte Cristo White Series, and then I got a My Father La Antigüedad Toro. It was a top 25 aficionado one, so I was like, okay, we gotta try that one again. So it's been a long time since I've had it, so trying to decide which one I want to smoke right now. There's so many choices, chat. So many fucking choices. You know what I think we're gonna do here? I think we're gonna go with ooh, I don't know. I don't know what I wanna smoke. I thought I had 2 of these big boys here. Yeah, I feel like one of these is actually still sitting inside the humidor inside here, chat. Oh, wait, no. That is the other Grande. Okay. I know I want the porcelain in the morning, and I know I don't want another FSL. I just don't know if I want to do the Zarahemla right now, if I want to do the FSL. You know what? I think we're going to do the Zarahemla. I'll put those guys back in the humidor. Add to the stream. I'm definitely excited to check out more of these cigars, chat. I like doing these live instead of like doing them like off stream, chat, only for one reason. I really want to be able to show you guys what they taste like. Like obviously I can't like show you, but I can describe it to you guys. But also to kind of, I just want to be able to start really kind of picking up more of the how do I put this? The ability to kind of help get people more interested in these types of things, because I think that, you know, as much as people want to rip on things like smoking and stuff, a lot of people think of it more so from the cigarette smoking standpoint, not an actual cigar or pipe, and they are way different than cigarette smoking, honestly, chat. Let's actually, I do believe on tobacco reviews I can look up cigars as well. Let me see here. I gotta move some of these pipes too, because some of my pipes are causing it to be a pain in the ass to try to look stuff up, because I can't fucking get to my whatchamacallit here, keyboard. Alright, we're like that. Like that. Okay, so we're supposed to be getting dark chocolate, sweet spice, cinnamon, leather, and nutty notes, walnut, with hints of toasted wood, black pepper, and caramel, finishing earthy and smooth, balancing strength with double sweetness from its broadleaf wrapper, Cameroon binder, and Dominican Mexican fillers. Ooh, okay. So that is what we're supposed to be getting off the Zarahemla here, chat. Alright. And you guys, look at this beautiful wrapper. Look at that. I love the artwork they did on that. Those are all the other versions of the apostate cigars that you can get. So the Zarahemla one is going to be the actual little temple you see right there. So there we go. Takes a couple of them, but I'm also going to try to start perfecting the rose cut. But look at that. That's the butt crack right there. We got the ash cheeks on the side. All right, chat. Go for the roast here. Ooh. All right, already off the notes. I'm getting the walnut right off the start. Hmm. That's a good cigar. I really dig that. Mm. And I like the V cut. Lots of fucking flavor you're getting off of that. Wow. I'm mainly just getting the walnut. I'm getting a little bit, I feel like, of the chocolate. The aroma smells pretty good too. I like the room note. I love the design on this too. I love the square box press design on this. Mm. Such a good flavor to that, chat. Very impressed. Very impressed. What is the definitely get that caramel. See, I'm over here on their website right now, chat. Look at the Apostate Cigars. So what we're looking at right now is there a Hamlet? We gotta go scroll down here. I definitely want to try the Feathered Serpent because it looks like it's a sun-grown wrapper. Zarahemla. The Zarahemla was an ancient and once mighty city. Now it's ruined. The cigar is well suited to become a cornerstone in your cigar temple, in your cigars temples, and a true indulgence of your palate, with tobaccos from the New World and Old. Mm. So we got a broadleaf Pennsylvania wrapper on it, with a Cameroon African binder, with a Dominican Republican and Mexican filler to it. Which, all right, it's an interesting set they got going here. The Deseret, named after the scriptural term meaning honeybee. The Deseret is a cigar packed with flavor complexity, staying true to its namesake, with reutilized tobaccos renowned for their sweetness. Expect retrohale notes of cocoa, fruit, and toasted marshmallow. Definitely excited to try that one. Same with the Initiatory. I want to try that one as well, because it's got a cream-like undertones. I love anything that's got a creamy note to it. So we're gonna try the retrohale, which is gonna kind of pull it a little bit towards it, like you're about to inhale and then you blow it out your nose. Definitely getting the cinnamon. Definitely getting some chocolate on that one. Okay. All right. All right. Ah, so Positive Cigars are actually made by Black Label Trading Company. Okay, okay. Ooh, their most complex cigar in their lineup is the endowment, chat. That sounds absolutely fantastic as well. Thank you for that there, fucking Mini Fox. That was so awesome of you. Appreciate the kick points over there. Thank you for the hell yeah, dog. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. The Fuente Opus X is the top selling one. Okay, alright. What is the tastiest cigar? Claims the Toro Fuente X. This one is a good one. Oh, yo, one of my other favorites, Macanudo Cafe. They have these at the Refuge. I do love those. Oliva. Yo, thank you so much for the other one there. I appreciate that, dog. Thank you so much for that, Fox. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
When you hold me, there's a place I go. Is it a different high? Oh no.
Truly appreciate that, bud. I really do.
Touch me.
Ooh, look at these cigars, chat. I like the Torpedo. I do like this Toro, though. Ooh, they do got Robustos. Ooh, they got a Petite Corona, though. See, I feel like a Petite Corona, like a Corona is really good if you just want a little taste of a cigar. You don't want like a super long, smoke session. You want maybe about 30, 45 minutes. You want to hang out with some friends. Maybe you're just getting a cup of coffee with them. You just want to have a sit down for a little bit. You don't want to be sitting there super long. This is the way to go with it. Really loving the flavor off that cigar, chat. That is absolutely amazing tasting. Yeah, so this is what it said we got off of all this here. Complex blend of richness and spice, delivering a dense and seductive smoke. Oh, dude, it is. It's a really good cigar. I'm so fucking glad I have a sequel to the Zarahemla right here. Because after smoking the Zarahemla, like, honestly, I want to be able to smoke another one. Now, I'm really excited, though, to try out the Deseret. Because it being a super sweet one that's naturally sweet, not with any, like, added sweeteners. It's literally just done by itself. I'm really excited. I also found some ones that I can do myself, too, at a local shop. Where I can actually, like, they're like cookies and cream and a bunch of other flavored ones. Then you get like a wrapper of any kind that you want. You roll it yourself and you make your own cigars. And I was like, I want that. I want to do that. So like that got me super excited too, chat. Unfortunately, also the rest of this one got kind of ruined because I ended up having to wait too long on it. However, the most I got out of that Tabernacle, fucking loved it. It was amazing.
Take me down and take me high. Never seen a sky so bright.
I feel like there was maybe a little looseness in there, maybe a little bit of a leaf that wasn't fully pressed in there tightly enough. So we got that little weird going on there. The thing I know that you can do is do it like this, and it should hopefully cook the other leaf because the way the heat actually works there. That is such a good smoke, chat. Holy shit, that's good. I always love a good cigar like that. Like when you get something that's that good, it's really hard to find something that you don't want to like just buy over and over again. You know what I mean? Because you want to try everything, but then you get something like that, and you're just like, oh, I really want to just buy more of that. Meld added new features. You can add stream avatars to Meld. To those cute characters. Oh yeah. I saw those. I thought that was kind of cool too. I needed to do all that stuff still. Where is? Oh, where's my AJ? Sometimes you gotta burn down the leaf a bit to get it to go down to where you want it to be. I want this to be pretty even. I'm just glad it's also a team of streamers that are doing it, because then they know what people actually want and need. You know what I mean? It's not just people being like, okay, we just want to make this thing just so that way, you know, we can make money off of it in some way or whatever the case is, you know. So I like that. So that's another reason why I am willing to support Meld in the way I have been, because it's been a good software. Honestly, it has been. There's some things I would like to have added to it, but I get it. It's still new enough that it's got time to still work on certain things. So I'm not going to be upset that certain things aren't there already. But the fact that you can still do as much as you can with it, I am impressed. Ugh. Oh, also chat. Check this out. I got a new pair of fucking kicks today too. Some Dockers. These are actually fairly nice looking shoes too. So definitely excited for those. And also, courtesy of the little sister, she'll buy me some cool PJs too. So, I'll be rocking these tonight. Might actually go throw these on here in a little bit while we're on stream. Get ready for bed tonight. Again, I like the room note on it too. It's got a nice room note with how smoky it is in here too, I gotta say. Take a quick dab hit while we're smoking a cigar here. And again, honestly too, like, one of the things I enjoy about cigars is that, especially if you can't use cannabis in an area they're dark, cigars, if you can use like tobacco in an area, are actually probably the closest you could get to smoking an actual bowl of cannabis, because of the feeling that you get mentally, and you're not inhaling it, you're just mixing around in your mouth and blowing it out, and they have good flavor. There are ones that are actually already flavored as well too, so you could find some that actually are really good tasting. And I do find that tobacco helps me with meditation. It helps me with, trying to find a good zen. Trying to find a way to relax the mind, the soul, the spirit, whatever you want to call it. Relax the actual, the war that wages within oneself. It's a great way to do that. It's another reason why I absolutely love. Well, I mean, legally wise, isn't it? I mean, if you do want to use, I mean, hey man, always more props to you too. I just know it's a lot more riskier and stuff like that over there, but unless you get it medicinally, if I'm not mistaken, if you can get it for medicinal purposes, that would be great. Because honestly, I mean, cannabis does a great job of helping with relaxing the body, the mind, the soul. And I do feel that it does a great job uh, of also helping with the waging that war within oneself as well too, and it allows you to kind of focus in a lot of things too, and like not feel as, I don't want to put necessarily the word angry, right? Because I can still feel angry at times, but it's that you don't feel that need to actually lash out with it. Maybe you shout about it, maybe you get upset about something, but you're not actually going to act upon stuff like that. That's why I was recommending tobacco, because I know it's more kind of socially acceptable over there, especially with that regard. And honestly, like I said, there's a lot that has been misunderstood when it comes to tobacco. I am a huge proponent now for trying to educate people on this, because as much as I had it wrong too, right? When I was being a vapor, one of the biggest things that you really try to push on people is that all tobacco is bad, and then you start to really think about it, and you're like, yeah, but actually I don't think that's true. Because I would have friends that even still were cigar smokers or pipe smokers, and that were vapors as well, and they never had the issues that our friends that were cigarette smokers that were also vaping, they had issues of. So that was when I started to think about it more, and then as I started getting back into cigar smoking myself, and found that it gave me what I was lacking with vaping, which was that joy of it's like that right there. Plus, there's shisha, which is a Middle Eastern kind of style of smoking tobacco, which I absolutely enjoy as well too. Which is more or less tobacco soaked in honey and molasses with a flavoring added to it. You put it in like a kind of like a fixture that looks like a water bong. You put like a piece of tin foil, or even like the little hookah hat, is what they call them, over the top. You bend it down, put a coal on top of that. It slowly heats the tobacco up and cooks that molasses and honey with the flavoring in it. And you pull it through the base, and then as you're pulling it through the hoses, you get all that flavor. And oh my gosh, it smells amazing. It tastes amazing. And you get less amount of nicotine than you would have like an actual cigarette from it too. Alright, let's take off the... Is there a Hemla part of the wrapper? Of the band? And bam! There we go, chat. Okay, so we can't move that at all. As much as I love the porcelain too, it probably explains why I like the Zarahemla. This one though, I'm gonna be making some sweet vanilla cream coffee when I smoke that too. Damn, Dark. That was good, bro. That was good. I was like, yeah, I mean, technically you could, but you might get in trouble. In a lot of trouble. But you could technically. I mean, who's stopping you? It's like the law. Oh yeah, I got that little thing called the law. I gotta say, out of all of them, my favorite tin tobacco so far has been the Colt's Blood Red Moon. This has been probably my favorite out of all of them. I will say second is a hard toss between this English one, the Consummate Gentleman, and the Deluxe Mixture by Peterson, because honestly, What I wasn't surprised was an English blend to taste as good as it did. Dude, this shit tasted so good when I smoked it. The other one that's really good is Moon Trance. This is also a really good one. It's not as good as, I'd say, Deluxe Mixture, but that Deluxe Mixture is on par with Ashen's Smooth Sailing, which I also really love as well, too. I think those are also really good tins of tobacco. The only other one that I'd say that comes close to these ones is maybe Connoisseur's Choice or Sweet Killarney. And Sweet Killarney is a caramel one mainly. Connoisseur's Choice has rum, coconut, and macadamia nuts in it too. So oh fucking okay, Dark, that got me good, bro. That was good. Chef's Kiss. The pants on comment was the fucking cherry on top of that. I mean, I keep my pants on. You see, officer, I mean, he at least kept his pants on. I mean, that's got to be worth something. Like, I don't even know what to say to that, bro. Like, what's the difference from watching on YouTube? Dude, there are a lot of actual nudity on YouTube. Girls that are cleaning their houses and they're just literally, their boobs are out, their vaginas out, asses out. You're like, how is this legal? They're like, oh, it's educational. What's educational about this? How wide she can spread her legs? Like, what the fuck? And admiring some. You should be a lawyer there, Dark. You should be a lawyer there. Arguing these fine lines. Like, you really should have been, bro. Just saying. Fucking mad genius over here. You're like, don't worry, I got your defense for this. Just go with this. You see, Your Honor, he was just merely just admiring some art in public while his head was in his pants. Like, you can't prove that he was jacking it. He might have just been scratching his nuts. You don't know. This is my argument, and I'm sticking with it, Your Honor. Like, it's such a fucked up thing. The more fucked up part is, why do I feel like somebody has made this argument for somebody somewhere at some point in time? They were just like, yeah, yes, I have the argument of arguments. I'm just gonna tell them. I was scratching my nuts. Like, you know, somebody was like, no, you're officer. I wasn't jacking it. I was scratching my balls. Why do I feel like somebody has actually used that as their fucking defense? These two I want to try most. So there we go. Like for my review things. Oh wow, that Hyde Park, that opened up so easily. And this is just supposed to be some Hyde Park is a traditional English blend of bright and dark-fired Virginia, sun-cured Indian, and burley tobaccos. The combination of these elevates this mixture truly to a magnificent blend. The smoking experience is achieved by addition of rum and maple sugars pressed into mahogany tobacco. I do not think I've actually opened this one at all to smell it. Very little came onto the card, which I love that. Very moist. Okay. Very moist. Definitely have not used a single bit of this one yet, I can tell. I can also tell by how the paper was too on this bad boy. Okay, there we go. Sweet killer knee now. Oh my goodness, some of these. This one is supposed to be a unique mixture of selected tobaccos, including Virginia, Burley, Maryland, blended with some black Cavendish and topped with cream caramel flavor to make this wonderful tobacco even more attractive. It is blended with a hand-rubbed Virginia flake, which results in a fantastic aroma. This is true. This is true. You see why I said you could be a lawyer? It's a decades-old book. You know somebody somewhere probably used that as their defense, though. They're like, well, you see, clearly it said, I didn't say I couldn't, admire it. Sorry. Okay. I love the way this one smells and looks, chat. This looks so good. This smells so good, too. Okay. I'm excited to smoke this one, too, chat. Honestly, I have so many good tobaccos to smoke. Like, I'm set for a very long time. I truly am. Like, and again, we did it on purpose because with having to, conserve as much money as possible for rent and everything like that, like, we knew that in the long run that this is something we might have to be able to, do for the, with the whole negotiation we ended up doing for the lawsuit thing. So we were like, cool. And so my mom, before we got to that negotiation part of figuring out what we actually would have needed, we ended up doing this whole order thing. And then, of course, we ended up having the court thing. And then it was like, oh, yes, had we had saved some of this, then we could have totally fucking, pretty much taken care of this, and this, like, right off the bat. But it's like, you know what, though, at the same time, like, I'm still happy with what we've done. And I feel good about where we're at with the house and everything too, chat. I really do. Okay, Connoisseur's Choice, definitely one I've smoked more of too. Had a few bowls of this. I need to put this in the review book though. I do really like this. I love the aromatics. I'm not gonna lie. I do like my aromatics. I do like English blends. Don't get me wrong. I do like my English blends. But I definitely love my aromatics, chat. The aromatics are probably by far my favorite, and I think it's just the way they come together. Honestly. Oh shit, that's not good. When did that start doing that for you, Fox? Like, don't get me wrong, right? So the Cult Blood Red Moon right here, the cherry vanilla smell to it, chat, is so out of this world. It is so amazing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this Consummate Gentleman. This is the most, like, offensive smelling tobacco you could ever have, and I'm not even joking. It is so offensive. I want so much more of it, though, now. It is so good. I love the Consummate Gentleman. I want, like, at least 12 tins of this so I can have it cellared and be able to smoke it, like, just over a course of a year. Have each one be like, this was after 1 month of cellaring, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. This is after a year. Like, that's how fucking good it was. And I was that blown away by it, chat. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I had this feeling that it was gonna be good, right? Because the smooth sailing was actually pretty fire. Oh shit! Don't forget about my cigar. Don't forget about my cigar, but we're redeeming it. That is adorable on you. I love that. You gotta show that on stream. This is one of the things she got for Christmas, chat. Look at this cute little Hello Kitty robe that she's got. I love it.
I did put this one.
Yeah, and you got the two-piece thing on. I like that too. That's cute.
Yeah.
Looks very cute.
Very fluffy. I'm a little.
Well, you're lucky I got that back window open then.
Fluffy. I had to take the cowboy boots off at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a little hot, or were they getting your feet sweaty?
A little hot.
Yeah?
And sweaty.
Yeah, same with those guys. Also, yeah, so yeah, look at the inside there, like I was talking about, with the bumpiness of the You should show that to Mom, so that she can actually see what I was talking about. You see how that's got that bumpiness in there?
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it, too. Feel this, feel the soles. Those soles are so crazy feeling. But they feel good on your feet as you're walking. Yeah, it's actually like a massage. Show them to Mom real quick. And then you put everything down, show them to her, so that way she can actually see it and feel it with her hand. Damn, I should study law. Why did I choose an animation? Dude, I'm telling you, man, you are fucking really smart with law, dude. Like, I know, hey, my mom tells me the same thing. I should be a lawyer because, again, with all the shit that I try to, know about law, and then how much I'm good at arguing with things and debating and disputing things like that. Look at that, chat. It was almost completely out because I totally was just sitting here chilling, talking to you guys about tobaccos and stuff like that. And I was, oh shit, my cigar. And then legitimately, I brought it back from the dead. Oh my gosh. They were clean, okay? This I'll be getting a Stream Deck module, 15 keys. It's the block that can go anywhere. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. By the way, that is a V cut. The butt cheeks, as they call them.
Oh, God.
Call them the butt cheeks, see? Because you can put your finger on the butt cheeks like that.
Stop.
Get them on the butt cheeks like that. Slap that ass. No, I said slap that ass. Because, see, you look at my cigar. It looks like 2 butt cheeks. V cut. Yeah, she told me you were laying down. Is it full?
Half.
Jeez.
Smell like
Yeah, that's half.
I just want to be able to put my soda though.
Why is it always flat?
She like spits in it with a stomach.
She doesn't spit in it, but no, she hates that shit. That shit I do.
Ew, you spit in it?
not while I'm drinking it, but like I'll
Oh.
spin in a can and stuff like that when I'm done, you know. And so like I'll have cans that I've spit in, and she'll be like, "Did you spit in this?" I'm like, no.
It'd be funny if one time for your drinks it and actually believes you.
I've done it as a joke, and I've had to be like, "No, no, no, I was joking," because she always did. I was like, "Oh my gosh, don't do that."
She's never trusting you again.
Surprisingly enough, she does. I love the way these look to these box press. They're so cool, being squared.
I can't believe mom got him a big ass bucket of candy.
He's gonna be happy with that, I'm sure. That was awesome though. She got him that big bag big bucket of candy.
And then the sticker season is still big too.
Yeah. The Sour Punch straws
Last year,
or
when I
bites.
got, yeah, last year when I got him full bags of these,
Oh, that's right.
he ate all of them in like a week.
Hell yeah. It's like when you go get trick or treat candy, you gotta eat it all,
Yeah, but I can't blame him because I ate my milk tummy for 2 days.
right?
You're the pussy.
I'm trying to clean off my teeth here, chat. At a. Huh. I don't know how that meant that was already it has blood on my gum there. But why? Mm. It literally has a hickory smoke smell to it, chat, is what it's got to me on this English blend. It just smells like a really good hickory blend. Like, I don't, it's so hard to explain. And they also really pack this one, and so that's why I also want to get more tins of it, because it is a really, really good tobacco, chat. I was so happy with this English blend. Like, from start to finish, the taste of that was just beyond, like, execution of, like, perfect. One of the bust up the smooth sailing by them again, too, because... I love the smell of this one, too, because it's got such a good, strong coconut smell to it, chat. And I mean, I love the fact that there is coconut tobacco out there. Like, you can actually get a tobacco with coconut on it, because I'm actually a pretty big fan of coconut. And again, these guys fill their tobacco tins so full, too. I don't know. Also, a little bit goes on my beard. As you can see, chat, that's the tobacco that's in there. I absolutely love the way it looks. And this has got, it's like already perfectly dried, so you can literally load a bowl right out of the bat, or right out of the gate, chat. As J.R.R. Tolkien once said, "Ah, yay, another day, another 24 hours of smoking tobacco." And that is, in fact, an official quote by the legendary dude himself. Like, not even joking. So, specifically smoking pipe tobacco. Because he loves smoking a pipe so much, chat. Which, I like smoking tobacco just in general. But it just tastes good. Specifically premium tobacco. Like, when you look at these guys, like cigars, right? So cigars are rolled with the, like, the top leaves of a plant, right? So they're usually rolled with the A, B, and C leaves. Some of them will be, like, you know what I mean? Is they should be, actually rephrase that. They're usually only rolled with the A and B leaves. Primarily A leaves is what they shoot for. The rest of B and C leaves are usually going to be what's used for fillers. D leaves are the ones that are touching the ground. Those are get sold for like backwoods, black and milds, prime times, things like that. That's what gets sold for those, because it's shitty tobacco. They can also be used for like all kinds of other things like that too. Um, like for instance, they could sell them and be used for companies that make nicotine flavored big juices or patches, lozenges, so forth, so on. They can use that and extract the nicotine out of that.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules?
Yeah, I feel like I just put cinnamon right throughout my nose. Woo! That burned a little bit. Woohoo! That pure cinnamon just coming out of the nose. Good ritual taste, at least. Ow! Here's all the sinuses. Some stems in this guy, though. The only downside is right there at the end of that wrapper, though. This is only that top layer, though. One of the things I want to try to do is talk to the guys over at the lounge and like ask them to do like an interview type thing and do that for content and be like, all right, let's do like a sit down. Like, why did you guys start this? What are your favorite cigars? You know, kind of like a Holtz kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like how the guys do that type of stuff there. And that's another thing I think that they should do is kind of like a social media presence like that. Because I think that would really just kick ass to have them do something like that. Because it would bring more people's eyes to their establishment. One of the nice things too about the differences between cigars and pipes is that like pipes you have to get that experience loaded up and made yourself, right? With the cigar, the experience is supposed to be tailored to you or for you already by them being already rolled, ready to go. All you gotta do is light it and enjoy it. With the pipe, you gotta load the pipe, make sure it's properly loaded, make sure it's evenly loaded, heat it up, give it a nice charring, and then enjoy it. So there's a little bit more work you gotta do with it too, along with tamping it down, which is kind of like tapping out the ash a little bit, but you can look at it a little bit differently too as well. You can see how much creamier and richer the smoke is too, towards the end of the cigar. And this is just such a fantastic smoke. It's very, especially at the end of it, it's not harsh. It's not like overly hot. It's not overly, bitey or anything like that. It's just very creamy, like very much like dark chocolate with kind of a little light woodsy notes at the end there as well. So it's very pleasant to smoke. It's a very pleasant smoke there. I also want to give a couple of these FSLs, I think, to the guys at the church. I think they'll enjoy them. Give one to like the pastor and one to each of his sons. I think they would enjoy them. So. It was a really nice, fantastic smoke as well on the cigars, and like on those FSLs too. I think I've only done one of those live so far. Guys, I gotta say, oh no, I didn't. It's honestly probably by far one of the best Drew Estate cigars I have ever had. Like, don't get me wrong, the Sweet Janes, the Crazy Alice's, those are good, but they are flavored cigars in a sense, and they can be hit or miss because they are factory made ones, hence their names, right? Well, not hence their names because I'm thinking of the factory smokes, but they're made in the same, literally the same areas where the factory smokes are made. Now, here's the thing though, right? At least that's kind of what I've been told and gathered. Now, I've been told like certain special ones, right? The girl with no name and a few other ones. Those ones are a little bit different and have that ability to. Brandon O'Piper, thank you for the follow over there on Rumble. But they're a little bit different with the way they taste and stuff like that. And my biggest thing though is like I do like some of the actual like Deadwood ones, but the problem is I feel like they do get a little bit too sweet and sugary with those ones, and you just want to enjoy the actual natural taste of the tobaccos. Now, speaking of cigars too, by the way, there is a few pipe tobacco blends. If I could speak English, that would really fucking help me. I know, if I could speak English, holy crap. A few pipe tobacco blends that are consist of like usually like Maduro cigar wrap leaves, or even just some different parts of cigars. And I would love, like, I think like Billy Budd, I do believe by Cornell and Deal is one of them. A lot of them, like I've noticed, have usually use of like a Maduro wrapper, and I love Maduro cigars. Now, a lot of people will have it stuck in their fucking head that a Maduro cigar means stronger. No. It means it's actually a much richer, sweeter, sometimes even creamier wrapper or cigar in general, because the Maduro just means that they've like actually like brought out, you know, it's a darker wrapper, that it means that they've brought out the I should say that the name itself means it, but when you see the name Maduro, it means that they've brought out the more sugars and sweetness out of it, because it's usually a much darker wrap, not necessarily by itself. They've usually had to smoke it in some way to actually bring that out. But it tastes usually, in my opinion, a lot better. The only thing I like over a Maduro is a Connecticut broadleaf. And the Zera Hamlet here has been fantastic. And again, this has got a what is it got on the leaf here, the wrapper? Yeah, it's a Pennsylvania broadleaf on this wrapper here we're using right now. And then afterwards, after I give myself a little break here, I'm trying to decide: do I want to do Consummate Gentleman by Ashton, or do I want to load up some Hyde Park by Peterson? I haven't done the Hyde Park yet. That is one I haven't loaded up yet, and I've only done a tiny bit of the Sweet Killer Knee. I still need to add those to my my pipe tobacco review book. So, yeah, you definitely still get that wall. I really like about this one too is you're getting that walnut vibe all the way through it too. So you got a really nice nuttiness to it too. There's a few tobaccos that we have, like the Prince Albert, the Burley that's in there. It really holds that nice kind of nutty finish all the way through it. I really do like the Prince Albert. I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason why I have a whole fucking tub of Carter Hall and Prince Albert on my desk. I actually really do like those ones. They're like the old codger blends, as they're called, and I absolutely love those. And the thing that at drugstores used to be able to carry something like this, and now when I go to a Walgreens, I went in there with my little sister. What was it, like a couple days ago? Where I'm like, hey, do you happen to have the Carter Hall here? They had one bag of Captain Black White, and I was like, that's it? That's all you got? Okay, all right, okay. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird how much pipe smoking faded out as much as it did. You know, and I'm not even blaming like cigars. I mean, I think my thing would have been is if it would have been great if pipes and cigars would have been the only real thing that ever took really like storm at the time. I get the convenience of a cigarette. I really do, especially if somebody's a cook or things like that. But like, rollies are fine. I don't think that we needed to have the mass production of these things as big as we did and have that really ruin also the name of tobacco the way it did. You know, oh, excuse me. Because a lot of those companies they took too many shortcuts. They took way too many shortcuts, and then they ruined a good thing. You know, they really did. They ruined a good thing. All of a sudden, now I feel like the music's too low in the background. There we go. Now I feel like it's too high. What the fuck? Trying to find a happy medium here with this music here. As long as we're louder than the music, we're good. That's all I care about. Take one more draw off this guy. Like that right there. All right. What pipe is available? I want to say this still that still has some of my sanctuary in it, which is the non-aromatic tobacco that I have loaded in it. Where do I put the jar at? Ah, right here. So this is a Virginia, red and bright Virginias mixed with just a dash of Black Cavendish, unflavored Black Cavendish, but just used in it to kind of like a continental style. So just to help bring out a lot more of the notes of the red and bright Virginias in there too. So, and it tastes absolutely fantastic. We're using all the Roma Raposo Church Warden here. I do love that. The sanctuary in that. I do believe the Hyde Park was fairly moist, so I think we're going to load or put some on my rolling tray so that way I can dry a little bit. And it's only fitting we load it up in my Peterson System 302 here. So that's what we're going to load up the Hyde Park by Peterson of Dublin in. Such a fantastic smoke and such a fantastic tobacco. I mean, I absolutely love this pipe. I also absolutely love this Barosini I got as well too. This thing, absolutely love this. Such a fantastic pipe. This was the one I used also for the Consummate Gentleman. It does have a little ghosting in it from that. That tobacco is so strong, it does leave a little ghosting. So just be careful if you happen to pick up some of the Ashton Consummate Gentleman chat and you haven't picked it up before. This will ghost your pipes. I do recommend be a little careful. Maybe use it in a meerschaum, either a clay pipe possibly, or just dedicate one pipe to that tobacco tin in general, or that kind of English. I do believe this uses a very light amount of Latakia too. Yeah, with a hint of Latakia. So this is still not a true English, but it's the closest we can get, really. Proper English mixture comprised of only the finest Virginia, Maryland, and Burley tobaccos with a hint of Latakia. The result is a stunning medium body blend that is traditionally English in character. And honestly, fantastic smoke. The only other one I haven't tried really out of these guys yet, more so, is my Cordell and Deal Autumn Evening that I've got jarred over here, and my Lane Limited RLP 6 as well. But I figured after having a nice cigar, let's have a nice little bit of pipe tobacco. See, I just like to smoke. That's my thing. Where is... Nothing I love about this this blend here that they made. This is a local blend made at a local cigar lounge by one of the owners, because he's also a pipe smoker. And it's just such a fantastic smoke. And you just never get tongue bite, man. Which is absolutely fantastic, especially with the church warning, especially not getting church tongue bite. Such a fantastic smoke, chat. You know, I really can't wait to do on a spring day. Just go sit out on the porch, have the church warden here, have a nice glass of lemonade, and just kind of watch as the spring flowers start coming into bloom and everything like that. That'd be a nice day. We're taking a nice walk through our local arboretum. Guys are smoking a nice bowl of something. Be a fantastic walk. Yeah. I'm glad it has a military cap here. Take out the stem. It's a little easier for myself. Oh, it just bounced right back out. Right at. Didn't think I tossed away that other one already. I guess I did. Huh. Probably wipe out some of that ash. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Grab this bad boy. Tray. I want the high part. It's funny because it has a slight bit of the actual English smell, because it is supposed to be like kind of a slight English blend with rum and maple added to it. So it's an aromatic English blend, if you will. So it's kind of a unique style. Oh my goodness, come on. So whatever we got off the flavor card, as I like to call these, the scent cards, to kind of help protect, back of scent, keep it a little bit fresher. This also looks like kind of like a ready rub. I'm seeing some pretty big flake cuts in there, so some regular ribbons at the same time. Alright, we'll see what the tobacco reviews site says about it too. Alright, let's look this up real quick, because I'm pretty sure this is a ready rub in it. Peterson, which one is this again? Hyde Park. Loads. Yep, it is a ready rub. Okay. Maple rum, Burley in Virginia. Alright, so what's that now? On. Alright. Brand. Peterson. Blend name. Hyde Park. Blend type, aromatic. Cut, ready rub. Age when tried, fresh tin. Tobaccos and blend, burley. And Virginia's were purchased, pipes, and cigars. Date when first tried, 12/07/2025. Alright. Got all that written down there, fam. So yeah, I like to try to keep a bit of a actual log if we can. Alright, now with the ready rub, you got pieces that need to actually be rubbed out in your hand. And actually create like ribbons and stuff out of it. And I actually love this kind of if I could get, again, makes you get more hands-on with it too. Breaks it up a bit more. It's kind of like the plug kind. I like the plug kind as well. because you can kind of make it into whatever you really want it to be. So it'll make some of it kind of like bright up, kind of like a mortar and pestle because you're doing it in your hand like that. But it will also make the rest of it into some nice fine ribbons. You can also just kind of pull it apart too, like that as well. You just grab it and just kind of lightly pull it apart, strand by strand. A little bit more monotonous of a task to do, but it does work. And it kind of helps dry this out a bit more too. It smells good. You can definitely smell the English in it too. That English blend. This might not be enough for my Peterson. This might be too small. I actually might need to grab up more tobacco because I thought that'd be plenty enough for it. And it's actually drying out fairly quickly, and I like that. Okay, that actually worked out the way I wanted that too. I was trying to have the top of that. I'm gonna put some of the new stuff kind of like there on the side there, so that I know what's the stuff that's already dried out and what needs to dry out still. Because the fucking 302 I have, quite a thick boy there for a pipe. It has quite a lot of room for tobacco there, chat. So what I had on the tray just was not gonna cut it. It would have been too little of a bowl. Oh, whoops. Wait, hold on, what's this in here? A little flavor card thing here. Okay, this looks more like one of the bowls I'd be loading in my Peterson here. Okay. Then made it more into a shag than into ribbons, which is okay because then it actually really gives you a lot more to work with too. So we're just gonna flip the pipe tail chop. So it looks like I got a tiny bit left over. also has some 8% Lux in it. Yes. Forgot about that. Okay. Still need to cash out though. I don't know if that's actually the bullet I want to use actually. So I think actually this will fit in my church warden, or do I want to put in the Battersini? You know what? We just did that one, so I'm going to do this one as well. So we'll have 2 pipes to try this in, so that way we get a nice kind of a actual test of this tobacco here, chat. This way we can see how it is in this Barasini author pipe, and then also how it is in the Peterson system pipe. The different pipes, different bowl shapes, all that kind of stuff, chat, are going to bring out different flavors out of the tobacco, just like different glasses do that with beer, and same with wine and stuff. So a very similar idea and concept, more or less. Okay. Berosini is filled. Alright, we'll start the Peterson pipe chat. Here we go. Just want to make sure all that's touching down everything in the bottom. Okay. Okay. I like the aroma. I like the taste. I'm tasting the maple, for sure. Okay. A lot more maple in the retro hail. Okay. Bourbon coming through a lot as well. Okay. I do like that. I do like that. This is probably a good description of all this, honestly, chat. That's kind of what I'm actually tasting a lot of. Okay, alright. It says there's Perique in it, though. I don't remember it saying there's any Perique in it. I'm a little thrown off by that, chat.
Can you hear my heartbeat calling? Can you feel the love we're falling? Just take my hand and take me home.
It's kind of funny because a lot of these people were saying this back when it was like, yeah, in 2013. So this is not the same.
I'll take a chance and let you in. Just take my hand and take me home tonight.
I do not taste soap. I don't know why anybody says it's soap. It literally tells you that it's made by Scandinavian Tobacco Group. Why are any of these people talking like they don't understand where it's from? Dude, it literally says right here. Made in Denmark by Scandinavian Tobacco Group, Azens AS, imported by Scandinavian Tobacco Group, Lane Limited, Tucker, Virginia, Georgia. So, yeah. Right there on the back. This one says, made in Denmark, imported by Scandinavian Tobacco Group, Lane Limited, Richmond, Virginia.
Running so fast, can you find me in the dark?
My actions in the Carter Hall are the only two that that I have that weren't the only ones that were not made by Scandinavian tobacco groups. Blended in Germany, packed in the USA, distributed by Action Distributors, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Carter Hall and Prince Albert, both made by John Middleton. English cheese, what comes to mind when you smell and smoke this? Nice mid-strength English blend with subtle flavors coming through. So yeah, that's kind of how I see that as too. Yeah, see, it just says Burley in Virginia. Nothing about Perique, chat. That's why I was a little confused on that one. I don't want to review there, chat. Also, we haven't even had to tamp it down yet. I'm just now about to tamp it down. That is how well it was packed in smoking, chat. That's what I like about Ready Rubs is they burn so well. I think the reason why I like this Hyde Park a lot is because I really do like the English blends. So because I really like the Consummate Gentleman, I think it's why I really like this one a lot too. It's just a really pleasant experience too. The aroma is really nice. The taste is fantastic. And what I also really like is just the actual robustiness of the tobacco too. It's got a nice smoke to it. It's very hearty on the smoke. Very flavorful. Very, very flavorful. This is a good all-day smoke too. This is definitely an all-day smoke. I'm trying to think what pipe I want to load up my Consummate Gentleman in. I think I might actually try it out in my apple pipe here. My regular Briar apple pipe.
wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Alright. There you go. Go ahead and see. It's got a bit of moisture. Not as much as I thought it might have, but a good bit. And swap her out. Okay. Alright, that's good. Yeah. This is a good one, honestly. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Amazing aroma. But it's not much of the flavor, but a good English blend. Okay. It is amazing the flavors you can get out of these though. I mean, I'm only gonna get just maple. I'm not getting the bourbon. I'm not really, getting all this other crazy flavor from it. This one's in English though. It's good. I like it. As far as at least out of the Peterson, we'll see how it tastes out of the Barasini. Yes, it's a good smoke there, chat. I really enjoy the vibe of it too. It's definitely a good all-day smoke. I'll tell you that. It is crazy to smoke something more aged. Most of the tins are going to be aged more than they're going to be in bulk. Bulk is going to be more fresh. So it is nice to have something I've got to try now finally, where it's more aged. Gotta mix some of that consummate gentleman here, chat a bit more. We'll dry it out a bit. I know, I'll turn on the big light here for this. Go to sleep. You know, they said you were gonna stay up all night. You did really when we were at the mall. Yeah, I was like, no, you're not. Yeah. Because I was laughing, I was like, no, you're not. The very thing you were saying, I was like, oh, you're kind of a bitch though when you stay up. Yes, yeah, you remember that one? We're gonna do home trip. Yeah. So, well, I mean, what if we could take the switch, the fact that you gotta be back here by 12.
Yeah, but now I'm cheating. I would have been kind of back home by 11. Because they want me to be ready to 12. I'm thinking 12.
So they're gonna be at 12:30 now? Okay, well,
I'll
so
be ready
that's
for 12.
so that's fine. We'll have you ready and everything like that. So not a big deal, kiddo.
I set my alarm for 9.
Okay. 9. You're gonna wake up at 8. You want to wake up at 8 instead, or 8:30? How about 8:30?
8:30?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a shower too.
that's what I figured.
I hear the wind whispering through the trees. I'm gathering courage to face the breeze, cutting through the air, clean like a blade. I won't let
Fantastic tobacco on this one, chat.
my face stronger than the ocean I face.
I just wish we'd have more
No, I won't let the shadows
stronger maple flavor.
push me.
That would come in a lot more throughout the bowl, and then it'd be less of an English blend and more aromatic. But it is good still as an English blend, though. It's like a little bit different than you would say, like how it's been kind of described as better than, or a little bit different than English Nightcap by Peterson as well. And most of the stuff I've smoked only so far has been bulk. So since getting these tins and everything like that, chat has been really nice to get to try something more like this.
Now that I am free, I will sing my song. They tried to erase all bad memories, but truth will be heard in my melody.
That as well. Yeah. Hang it up on the end of my bed over there.
Just so fluffy inside.
That and plus that. If you had like a regular t-shirt on, that wouldn't probably be that bad.
Yeah, so this is also fluffy.
Today with your mama, she's so cute. She's a sweetheart. Yes, yes, I'll have to cool off a little bit because it's a little warm for me. This apple pipe here, chat.
Fluffy's watching it.
I tried to
Silly cat.
stand, but I fall. Wish Wish I could blame it on the alcohol, but I've been drowning in my thoughts. I'm like a rebel without a cause. I hear my heart beating in my ears. Feels like I'm losing my grip, holding on to remains of sanity while I face my fears. I see him lurking in the dark. How can I outrun his lasting mark? I thought I had more time to walk. Will I lose my breath, angel of death?
Some of the small pieces in the chat. That kind of helps with the starting up with this bowl here. Kind of like the kindling fire here.
Will I lose my breath, angel of death?
That loaded in. And you know what? I am kind of curious how it smells out of this. So I'm gonna load up my church warden with some English.
Silence echoes my mind. How can I leave this world behind? With all
No, you would be really lost without her.
to make right. I won't give in without a fight.
Exactly. And you'd be like, what happened to my Fluffy? He's like, I don't know. She went outside one day and never came back. You'd be like, I don't know. You'd cry. I'd cry. Oh yeah, it's hungry. You'd all be lost without that kid. Yeah, I love the fluffy buns. Way too much. It's just live forever. Never, never, never. Yep. Same with Gimme. And Frodo and Zephyr, they have to be immortal. Yep. They have to be immortal now. I'll actually load up a perfect amount inside my church order for this English. I have already smoked this one quite a bit, chat, so I already have it written down in my logs. That's already a 5 out of 5.
I've had my heart so abused, and now it just feels like I'm not enough. Scarred memories of the past, they don't seem to fade away.
I got it for an English. I love that one.
I'll be somebody to you and love you even though I'm hurting. I hope that you're holding on like I do. I'm not scared to be alone. Don't leave me now, I want you to stay. 'Cause baby, your love, it takes the pain away. I need you more than yesterday. 'Cause only your love, it takes the pain away.
I think I was more surprised with the fact that I liked it, chat, because how rich and deep it is. But a lot of Kia adds a lot to it as well. And I feel like it's either something you're going to either love or you're going to hate it. That is a good tobacco right there, chat. And maybe not smell the greatest in the tin to, you know, everybody else in the house, but it is definitely one of my favorite ones to smoke so far. We're getting the smell of it now. So see, she likes it now that it's burning. Definitely getting some ghosting from something else that's in here, though. I'm not sure what it is that's in the pipe still. It almost reminds me of cloves. That's what it reminds me of. Definitely tastes a lot different coming out of the church warden. And I think that's the other thing I really do enjoy about the differences between the pipes and everything like that in the bowl types, is that they really bring out different flavors out of the tobacco.
When you hold me, there's a place I go. Is it different high? Oh no.
There's something very unique about that taste that's there.
I unravel in a different light. Oh no.
Almost has a
I used to see
anisette flavor, and then it also has a bit of a floral scent, like a perfume almost. Not a cologne, a perfume. I'm curious now. I gotta try the other pipe now. Where the fuck can I put it? Does it still taste like that in this? It does. That's not the church warden. There's something else I'm tasting that. Interesting. Interesting. I'll probably have to finish that bowl a little bit later on, chat. I'm gonna take a small break from all that for a small little bit, and then I will get back up to it. But I am gonna take a moment here to go ahead and wrap up the stream, and that way, especially so that little sister can start getting some rest too, because she's got a big day tomorrow. She's got a party and everything like that she's going to for a Christmas party. So I wanted to be able to get plenty of rest for that. But I will see you guys all in the next one. I'm gonna go and vibe and hang out and play some video games and stuff like that. So I will see you guys later, fam. Deuces.